Discomfort is always a touchy subject because we can never fully know another's discomfort. And in a sense, it's hard for us even to know our own. We can tune into a sense of restlessness or pain or anxiety, but the levels and the flux and sometimes discomfort is so quickly changing, and other times it feels like it's only discomfort. So I wanted to talk a little bit about how we can move through discomfort, be with discomfort, and use it as a gateway to awakening. It starts with breaking down the difference between the actual physical sensations and the mind's contribution in the form of thinking and suffering. So, say for example, I'll use my own situation. I have tinnitus, and there's this loud ringing in my ears all the time. It's like a car alarm lives in my head. And when that first started years ago, it was something that I thought about a lot. Oh my gosh, is this going to stop? Will this ever stop? What if it doesn't stop? And I could really get almost like a feeling of claustrophobia about it that was coming from my thoughts about the sensation. Any kind of chronic pain works that same way. The sensation arises, and the mind comes with commentary after. The mind says, oh my gosh, we got to fix this. And it goes to the past and it goes to the future, and it wants to be anywhere but here. Because here, there is a sense of restlessness normally, or a sense that the end to this discomfort exists sometime in the future. And if we can devote our attention to that problem solving that exists in the future, then we'll be happy, we'll be comfortable, we'll be safe, won't be restless anymore. Somebody asked me this week, what do we do when the mind is overactive? When the mind is the source of the discomfort, especially when it's happening while you're meditating or while you're actually trying to do the thing that you hope is going to end the discomfort. So what if that just makes it worse? And that happens sometimes because there are different stages on the hero's journey, and they all come with some discomfort. The very first one, the ordinary world, it's the discomfort of our comfort zone that starts the whole thing off. We've all felt that. What seemed like it was comfortable all of a sudden isn't anymore. Maybe you used to love sitting on the couch and playing video games, and then one day you go, this isn't as much fun as it used to be. And then a few days later, you're like, well, this actually isn't fun at all. But you don't know what to do to change it. And there's a sense of, well, what I've been doing isn't working anymore. Something needs to change. That's the first step in the hero's journey. And that's where mindfulness is so helpful, to help us see, what is this? What's here right now? What is my current experience? And that discomfort right there is a great sign that the unknown is calling. There is a call to adventure, an opportunity to yield to that discomfort and see what's available in the unknown versus the known. Because ultimately, that's what our comfort zone is, isn't it? It's a sense of, I know what this is, versus I don't know what that is, which is stepping into the unknown. So then we step into the unknown. The second stage of the hero's journey is this moving into the unknown, which brings with it its own discomfort, where we're really coming face to face with transformation. And that's what this question was all about. This question of what happens when the mind ramps up the anxiety, when the discomfort is actually worse, when we are turning towards the unknown. And that's actually kind of the way it works. So that's like a feature, not a bug. What we're doing is we're bringing attention to the discomfort instead of relying on our old mechanisms of avoiding the discomfort or preoccupying ourselves with something else so we don't notice the discomfort as much. So it's going to oftentimes be more poignant as we set off on this journey of awakening to a deeper sense of who we are. And a lot of that is about giving up our illusions of control, about actually turning toward the unknown and saying, all right, I don't know what's here, but I'm willing to look. That willingness to look is the courage that allows us to continue the journey. And that courage becomes what we use the next time discomfort arises and we need to be with it instead of trying to push it away, instead of resisting it. Because the resistance to the discomfort is where the suffering lies. The idea that we can control it and fix it and make it go away. And that's not to say that we just go, oh, whatever happens, like, for example, my tinnitus, I've tried everything that was available to fix it, but it isn't, as of right now, with modern medical science, fixable. So what are my choices, right? Well, my choices along the way have been try everything you can, and then, okay, what can I learn from this? What happens if I just let my attention go to it instead of going, oh my God, when will it go away? Or what if it never goes away? Or going to thoughts about it. Because here's the thing about thoughts. They are always secondary. They are always after the fact about a sensation that occurs in the present, in our actual lives. So it's like there's a running commentary on what is. And we tend to associate that commentary with a sense of self. And we think, oh, this commentary is me. So if I fix the commentary, I fix the problem. But the commentary is the thing that made the problem. What's happening is simply happening. So we have choices, but those choices don't so much come from our thoughts about what's happening as they do from being here with what's happening in a kind of a choiceless awareness, where intuition knows what's next, knows what's right. But when we're relying on that voice, that commentary about what's already happened, we're kind of lost, time shifted out of our own life. So as we move toward discomfort, we are actually coming into the present. It's a gateway into the present, and the present is a gateway to awakening.